If you were given the power of immortality, what would you actually try and do with it? Because it's such a meaningful power. Like you could realistically you can do anything with it because you've got infinite time and therefore you've got infinite possibilities. And you just need to find a way to achieve the possibilities that you want to see happen. And so like you can try and like just get minted, just try and get like dirty rich, just however you do it, and just try and like enjoy your money like that. Or you can have like a bucket list of some kind of sorts, just start like listing down just shit that you want to get done. Just what do I actually want to do? Because all of a sudden you've lost some of the push. The fact that we've only got a limited amount of time here is what can push people to like do more in their lives, because you've only got a certain amount of time to do it in. So hurry up, fucking get moving, just fucking do something. Or you could also just not care. Like you live forever and you're just going to enjoy each day like the last, it's just one day after another, but just for a lot longer. Like in our day-to-day lives, you don't think about how much you're going to die. Well, you might do. Some people do. But like it's not always at the front of your brain thinking you're going to die one day. And so you could just spend your time just living how you want to live, but just forever. Because like you might just be a bit scared of what happens when you die, and so you take it. But I want to go into my personal opinion on this, because there's some pretty skits shit that you can get going, And so this video is going to be about what I would do with immortality. This is why immortality is such an underrated power. Like every time you hear people talking about immortality and they're going at it from like hypothetical questions, everyone just dogs on it. Everyone just says about how awful it is, about how lonely it gets, all the existential dread. But it's like, if you use it right, it's so fucking sick. It's so fucking sick. You're just going to be able to like actually use it well. And so this is going to be about what I would do with immortality and how I'd just turn into like an immortal god, to be honest. That's the plan, really. I'm going to start off with the downsides, because it is lonely. Like, everyone that you love, you outlive. You don't get to have that kind of the love of your life, because your life goes on so long. How could you just distinctively land on one person? But this is going to sound quite sad, but like after you've been in love 5 times, it's going to stop being that big of a deal. And whilst that is sad, it's only sad because from our perspective right now, you only have time in your life for like one great love, maybe like 2 or whatever, but like nothing. Like you can't just keep going. No one can just keep going, keep falling in love, keep doing that. And it's like, and it's sad, but it's just because in our lifespan, having love is like the best kind of feeling you can have. It's like, it's some S tier type feeling, and for how long we're on this planet for, you kind of want to make the most of it by feeling as good as you possibly can. But when you're immortal, your priorities can change, because all of a sudden you've got all the time in the world, and you don't need to just maximize it on relatively short-term emotions, and you can work towards a much longer term goal. And basically the way that I would go around that is I'd just try and get the biggest following that I could possibly get, like just as big as I can possibly get it. And I wouldn't just do it by like being a famous person or something like that. Like you'd have to go through politics for it. And that's because like if you're just some random guy that just isn't dying, When the government catches on with that, they're just going to get you in like Area 51 and they're just going to do tests on you just all the fucking time. And it's going to be because like the president, prime minister, some fucking rich guy that is trying to harness your immortality. Like they want to know why you're not dying so they can have the choice of not dying, you know, because it's just so much power, and power is just such an addictive thing. But the thing is, like, the way to play being immortal is to keep the cards close to your chest until you're in a position where you can't be exploited for it. Like, if you're immortal and you're some random guy, it's going to be the president or whoever making the commands so they can be immortal. But if you're the president, all of a sudden you're the one with all the power and you're immortal. And it's like, of course, yeah, I know it's just like 2 times fucking whatever, but once you've been kicking around for 200 years doing big things in politics, changes can be made, you know. And if you just keep doing good shit, like just everyone, like if you just know your economics, you know your politics, you know like everything you need to know, you got powerful people following you and you're just still kicking around, like slowly but surely your following is bound to gain. Like you can't be a politician for 200-300 years and just not get any new followers. Like if you're doing stuff to help people and you're making a difference, you're making an impact, like more people are going to like you, more people are going to want to follow you because you're helping them. You're actually making a positive contribution in their life. And so you get to just be immortal and have a shit ton of followers. And then what you want to get onto is having those followers just like go heavy on fucking science. Like it might sound a bit unrealistic, but given in like 300-400 years time, when science just keeps getting better, just keeps getting stronger, you and your people are like really trying to capitalize on the Earth's natural resources, like the solar energy, the hydro, the wind, just all of it. Like if you're just fucking locked in on trying to improve people's current situations, current lives, and trying to make it so you can like improve medical care, improve their lifespans, just like improve all of that, and you can start going into astronomy and like space travel. And so over time your followers started living longer, started being able to do more. The Earth is going to be doing better if you're like just using the natural resources and you're just like chilling with those. And you get to start traveling around space. And all of a sudden, like us as humanity turn into this powerhouse of a species that has unlocked like interstellar travel with an immortal fucking being in charge, just like leading it. Like imagine if there's like a battle against aliens and the guy in charge fucking locks in on the front lines, fucking immortal, fucking Achilles without Achilles heel. Like, fucking no one's going to be able to stop that. And you can, that's going to be fun. Like, whether you like it or not, if you're the immortal guy in a war zone and you just get to go around slaughtering, like, whether you want to or not, it's going to be kind of fun. Or you can spend your time traveling around the galaxy trying to help less developed civilizations, and you can just keep using this immortality and just keep trying to unite all of these galaxies, like all of these different species, these different people, just fucking whatever. And it's just like you're kicking around forever, but there's like infinity is a long time, but when you got infinite possibilities and infinite time, like, why would you want to die? Why would you be like, oh, I've had enough. I want to die. Like, if you can just keep chilling, keep having more shit to do, because the only bit of existential dread that comes from immortality is just kind of boredom. It's like you get bored of just doing it all. But when you've got so many different possibilities, you've got infinite possibilities, and it's like, it's not your imagination that holds you back, it's just the travel. Like, it still just gives you an objective to do. You've just got the objective of just going around, just being like a traveler. And, like, you know, if you're helping people as well, it's just more good shit that you get to do. And that's got to be like, I could do that forever. You know, that's what I'm trying to get to, is I could do that forever. That's like one of the things that I'd be pretty sound with doing it. And like with the loneliness side of it, like where your people, like people you know, people close to you die. Well, again, with medical care, like in the future, medical care, you're going to be able to make people live till like they're 500. You know, you're going to be able to just, they might not reach immortality, but they might first off, which would be sick, because all of a sudden you're not going to be lonely if you can have someone else immortal. And and if they do die, at least with a lot longer life expectancy, like it's pretty chill. It's pretty chill. And so yeah, like you can change it from immortality being a curse of loneliness and dread into this like unstoppable power and this complete lack of fear to just do whatever you want. Just all the time, just do whatever you want. And so immortality, like if you run it like that, it's underrated. And even if like the government does capture you, eventually our sun's going to explode and you'd be sent off into space. You might land on a different planet and you can just run it back. You know, forever's a long time. And eventually there'll be something to do. Eventually. So immortality, it really isn't as bad as people say. You just got to think a little bit more. Yeah, infinite time is infinite fucking possibilities. And there isn't anything bad, anything negative about that.